Hey, this is Blake Nightingale here at State Farm. Just wanted to reach out to you real quick. I'm headed out to Disney World this week, so we're excited with the family, but wanted to take a few minutes just to talk to you about what is important as we're going into the summertime and the school year when it comes to your insurance. And so obviously here at State Farm, we do everything, auto, home, life, and it's just a great time to
Endurance. This is 501 South Mustang Road in Suite F. I've actually got the contact info for you here. I was smart this time. I took a picture of it beforehand. 405-298-0172. That's the shop phone number. They're also on Facebook, Trinity Endurance, obviously tagged in our Facebook live video. If you're interested in outdoor sports, bike riding, running, that kind of thing, this is where you need to stop by. Trinity Endurance hasn't been around for long, but they've already got a long legacy of races, of community events, and of different things, especially back towards the Bethany area. So I know they were out at some of the parks locally around there recently doing some runs, and it seems like a pretty good time. But I've got a special guest with me on today's show. We'll give you a chance to introduce yourself here, an employee at Trinity Endurance who's going to tell us a little bit more about what it's like doing the bike riding and stuff. So I'll go ahead. I'll just turn it over to you. Take it away.
Yeah, man, I ride personally like at least 3 times a week and stuff, and come up here, bring my bike up here and work on it and stuff. But yeah, it's pretty nice up here.
Nice. And as a full service bike shop, you get to work on it here. You get to fix it up.
Yeah.
And I know they've got a lot of bikes behind the camera that you're not getting to see just yet. But that's not the only thing. You do consignment. You can rent them out, kind of.
Yeah.
It's a big deal at the shop, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know, do you guys like order parts, or how does that work?
Yeah, so basically if like someone comes in and needs like new handlebars or a new seat if they wanted, we can go and order it and get it in pretty quick and put it on for them.
Nice. That's a good deal. That's a good deal. And they work on all different kinds of bikes. They've seen a bunch of different models out here, more than I know about, tell you right now. But right here is Cannondale. That one says Fox, I believe. So there's a bunch of different models, and it's all high-quality stuff.
Yeah.
And since they are on Facebook, actually one of the benefits of that is you get to see kind of the projects, the races, and you do dirt bikes.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask you just to kind of, what's that like? How do you get into dirt bike racing?
Well, I've always just watched like the pros on TV when I was little and watching them ride on the tracks, and I've always had like the eager to go out there and jump hundreds of feet, and it's just now I'm on like YouTube and all that stuff, so it's pretty cool to go out there and ride.
Nice. I mean, in central Oklahoma, I wouldn't have guessed how many dirt bike tracks there were, trails or whatever, but it seems like there's not underground, but a largely unknown scene that people can get into.
Yeah, we live like in the middle, so we got tracks 30 minutes this way, 30 minutes that way, just they're all around us, so
nice.
It's pretty fun to go.
Seems like
options.
Yeah, and you said you're on YouTube and TikTok. You want to go ahead and plug that a second?
Yeah, I'm on YouTube as the Mad Dash Bros. So we're on there. We try to post every Friday. We mostly post like dirt bikes and fun challenges and stuff like that.
No, what kind of challenges?
Just like random challenges. We have a couple more videos coming out soon, but we have like me and my brother mostly do it, and we made each other like disgusting sodas. So we put like seaweed, eggs, all kinds of stuff into sodas and blended it, and we had to drink it on camera. So.
I thought we were talking bike challenges.
Oh,
we put the worst things you could imagine in the sodas. Okay.
Yeah.
That does sound like a pretty interesting video, though.
Yeah.
But those do well. You can get into whatever you want if you do dirt biking, okay? Whatever you want. All right, but so when you go out on dirt bike, is it just for the sake of the trail of doing the tricks, or do you actually try to go out and race against other people, against the time? What's that like?
Yeah, so I do I do races, me and my brother do, and we go out there. It's basically once a month thing. It's the AMA does it. It's called the Oklahoma Roots Tour. We go out there. Last year I actually won the whole thing.
Nice, congrats.
And then this year I had to switch up a bike, and it was a pretty big switch going from a little bike to a full-size race bike. But I did all right this year. I finished top 10, so it was pretty good.
That is pretty good. I mean, from what you just said, coming from a championship year to
Mhm.
switching up completely
Mhm.
to still getting top 10.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah. Thank you.
No, we do a lot of athletics and a lot of tournaments and stuff, so trust me, that feat's not lost on me. But,
Yeah.
so, if you could, give someone advice on how to get started, where do you think the best place to start is in dirt biking?
Well, you need to have like the motivation to get up and do it. You
Hmm.
can't just put around all day and then be like, "Oh, I want to go ride." It's got to be like consistent and you want to have it in like you to like go out there and ride.
Like any other sport, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not just something you say, oh, I just want to go out and
Mhm.
ride a little bit and I'll get a championship year in a
Yeah.
league. Yeah. So when you're training, is that just something you can do anywhere? Do you have a place you go?
So we normally like running for conditioning training,
Okay.
and then we try to ride like at the tracks. We go and do like riding at the beach. It's
Hmm.
not a beach, it's like the river,
Okay.
and it has sand down there, so we go out there and train on that, and then we do like 30-minute motos. So like we ride consistently for 30 minutes, and then we just go to the gym and stuff like that.
Nice. Interesting. Riding down by the creek because the sand makes it harder to pedal.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, that's another question. The last time I rode bikes, we had one where you could actually shift gears in it. It was one of the only ones I rode like that.
Yeah.
Is that what all the bikes are like in dirt racing and things like that?
So there's a difference. There's motocross, which is like an actual dirt bike. It's like
Right.
one with the throttle and gas. And then there's road bikes and mountain bikes, which are those over there.
Hmm.
And the mountain biking, that's what I like to do. It's closer to or motocross. And the Cannondale right there, it's mainly for like the road and the street. But all those bikes over there shift gears and stuff.
Gotcha. I can actually, now that you pointed it out, see
Mhm.
the difference. The wheels are thinner,
Yeah.
right? The frame isn't as bulky as some of
Mhm.
those over there. Look, I'm learning stuff. I've been here 7 minutes and we're learning stuff about the bikes. Come on. This is all at Trinity Endurance, by the way. Got to give another plug. 501 South Mustang Road, Suite F here in Yukon. It's in the same little shopping district as All American Pizza. You know our friends over there. But it's great here. 405 298 0172. And actually, the owner here, Brandon, sent me a big list, a big email of stuff to talk about. So let's talk about the Strider bikes, and you can give us some other insights on this. You are now an authorized Strider bike dealer.
Mhm.
These balance bikes help kids learn confidence and balance before pedals. And speaking of great ways to introduce someone, it's a great way to introduce children to an active lifestyle at an early age.
Yeah. I like the Strider bikes. I had some when I was little, like from like 2 years old. No, I think I was one when I got my first Strider
Oh.
bike. They've been around a while, and they're great. They've helped me a lot. They helped me get into motocross. They helped my little brother, my little cousin, all get into the wheels, I
So,
guess.
so this is not just a you and your brother thing. This is more of a family thing. You've got a lot of people
Oh
interested
yeah,
in it.
yeah. My
Huh.
grandpa does it. My uncle does it. All them. So,
Anybody we would know?
I don't know. I don't think so.
That's all right. That's all right. But that's pretty cool. So yeah, they've been doing this a long. So you've been around this ever since you were born. So it was
Yeah.
kind of a given you were going to be good at it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, on other segments, he's got work to do, so I'm going to come back on talk about some more baseball and stuff. But while we've got you here, since this is so different from anything I've done before, I got to ask: does Brandon get into this stuff, or does he stick with the running?
So Brandon he does like a mixture of both. He does like a little bit of biking, a little bit of running, but he mostly sticks to like road bikes, I think. I haven't really talked to him like much about that, but yeah, he says he tries to ride once every day. So
Smart.
he comes in, pulls up with his bike on the back. So yeah.
Is Yukon a good place to go road riding?
I've never been here, but they do have like a BMX track out in Yukon,
Oh, really?
somewhere over here. But that's where I used to basically live. I used to be out there like 3 times a week, and then we switched to motocross. So
Nice. I'm gonna have to ask Brandon about that next
yeah.
time I see him, for sure, for sure. When I drive up from Texas along I-35, I see this one track. I guess it's around Norman. That's out there.
Oh,
If you know
yeah.
the one I'm talking about.
It's Oklahoma Motorsports Complex. It's we were just out there yesterday.
Really?
So yeah.
Dang. If only I didn't come out from Calumet yesterday and was coming up from down south.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see people driving on that all the time, and it seems like it's pretty varied as far as age range goes.
Hmm.
So tell me a little bit about that. Do you have like different classifications? How in depth does that get?
Yeah, so like your first year, you'll be the D class. It's the lowest class, so it's like 85s, or they go from 50s all the way up to 450s.
Hmm.
And the 50s are like ranging from 3 to 6 year olds and 3 to 8 year olds, somewhere around in there. And then you go up, and it's the D class, the C class, the B class, and then the A class.
Okay.
And the A class is up there with the pros.
Okay, I got you.
So,
That makes sense.
yeah.
That's pretty cool. With the time we have left, because we've only got like 4 minutes left, let me ask you more on the content creation side. So you've been talking about that a little bit. You plugged your stuff earlier, but you were telling me about the camera that you put on the bikes. And,
Yeah.
kind of tell me about setting that up and what you have to do to make good biking content.
Yeah, so we started out with a GoPro, but it was just super hard to like get the videos from GoPro to our MacBook to our phone to YouTube. So we have been trying the Insta360 out here, and I've ridden it a couple times, and it's super light. I have a chest mount, so I put
Okay.
it on there. So yeah, it's pretty, and they're super stable too.
Insta360, remember that. Go look it up later.
Hmm.
Or ask the professional here.
Yeah.
When you're trying to make a video, what do you go for highlights? Are you trying to go for full course stuff? How do you approach it in that way?
Well, we just mainly like post like us racing. So like we'll go out for Moto 1, it'll show us riding out there doing jumps, and then we'll just like video like what we're doing and stuff.
Okay. So it's kind of a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Race highlights, full race
Yeah.
thing. Interesting. I'm going to have to go watch some of these. You know what? On the next segment, I'm going to pull it up on YouTube and we're going to watch one of these videos.
right.
Tell you what. Are they on YouTube, by the way?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. And it's still the same thing?
Yeah.
Tell me again.
Mad Dash Bros.
Mad Dash Bros. On YouTube, on TikTok.
Mhm.
Two best ways to look for it. Okay, let me think. I got to find one or two more good questions. What's one or two more good questions? Oh, okay, I got you here. Since this works on the bikes here, what would you say is one of the most frequent questions people come in with or, ask for you to work on?
That's a good one. The main thing I work on is like people come in with like pop tubes, and they're like, "Can you fix this? Can you put a tube in it?" So I fix it for them. So it's mainly just popped tubes that come in.
Pop tubes. Got it. You were actually back there working on something when I came in.
Yeah, so that person came in, they wanted to tune up, so I go through it, I true the wheels, make sure that tires hold air, make sure the brakes work, make sure the gear shifts through all the gears cleanly. I take the chain off and clean it thoroughly, and then I go in the back and ride it and make sure it rides good.
Nice. Excellent service right here at Trinity Endurance. Tell you what, that's a professional employee. All right, one more time, tell us about your stuff, and we'll send it to break.
Yeah. Wait, what stuff?
The YouTube, the TikTok, what you want to say about the shop.
Oh yeah, I like the shop. I think it's a very, very cool place. I love coming up here, looking at all the bikes. All the bikes are really awesome. All the bikes that come in. Love the people I meet here. Pretty cool people up here. And yeah, I think that's about it.
Good deal. All right, follow the Mad Dash Bros on YouTube and TikTok,
Yeah.
and stop by Trinity Endurance at 501 South Mustang Road in Suite F. Promise you won't regret your visit. Brandon's great, and obviously everybody else that comes through here is great,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, exactly. Locally owned, locally operated. Can't miss it right here off of Mustang Road. Find out a little bit more as we go to break here. We're going to play their commercial, and then we'll have some more sports talk when we come back. This is the Game Plan on the Gospel Station Sports and Talk.
Take your training to the next level at Trinity Endurance, a brand new locally owned bike and outdoor shop in Yukon. Sitting at 501 South Mustang Road, Suite F, Trinity Endurance is more than a place to buy equipment or get a repair. The mission of Trinity Endurance is to be a place to chase goals, grow as a person, build relationships, and prepare for your next challenge, all backed by strong faith in the Lord. Call 405-345-1843 or stop by 501 South Mustang Road, Suite F to get started at Trinity Endurance. Say aloha to your new favorite shaved ice and coffee shop, Aloha Shaved Ice. on the corner of Northwest 39th Expressway and Council. Aloha brings the summer vibes no matter what the weather looks like outside. Their year-round shaved ice means you get to enjoy classic flavors like grape, strawberry, and cotton candy, while their extensive selection of coffee complements that chill flavor perfectly. Looking for something different? Aloha has specialty drinks for days. Try the Banana Split, Fuzzy Monkey, Spider-Man, or Shrek. And trust us when we say that's only a small part of their specialty lineup. Sharp-eyed visitors may also notice Aloha's local support in drinks like the Bethany Broncos, SNU Crimson Storm, SCU Eagles, and Boomer Sooner. You can enjoy games like chess or Candyland while you dine in the cozy atmosphere, or sit outside and find yourself whisked away to the shore. Kick back with all your friends at Aloha, 8000 Northwest 39th Expressway. Call 405-633-7778, and remember that you can take that sunshine with you thanks to their drive-through lane. Aloha Shaved Ice and Coffee Shop, 8000 Northwest 39th Expressway, 405-633-7778. All-American Pizza at 501 South Mustang Road in Yukon is the home of deliciousness, with tasty handmade pizzas, homemade ranch, and one-of-a-kind, not sold anywhere else gyros. Lunch, dinner, feasts. Stop by and eat. You'll find friendly staff, great deals, and an Oklahoma original menu crafted with 100% natural ingredients. Bring the whole family to this family-owned and operated restaurant and get a taste of their mini lunch and dinner specials. Call 405-324-5551 for All-American Pizza in Yukon. Sword and Stone Apparel and Mustang creates handmade quality gifts for men and children perfect for any occasion. With handmade clothing, toys, soaps, and candles, Sword and Stone Apparel can gear up anyone. Stop by 108 South Castle Rock Lane in Mustang to browse their shelves, where you'll find 3D printed items, hats and chains, and much, much more. Sword and Stone is perfect for those who like sharp blades and a touch of dark humor. Call 405-806-5444 and ask about sales, gift cards, and more. Locally owned and operated. Thunder up! Twisted Scissors and Cuts by Dez take style to another level for men, women, and children of all ages. Sitting at 104 South Castle Rock Lane in Mustang, and with more than 15 years of combined experience, you'll find your new favorite salon in Twisted Scissors and Cuts by Dez. Call 405-589-8186 to book an appointment and find out more about the services these amazing ladies offer, all right in the heart of Mustang, Oklahoma. Highly rated and all local, stop by 104 South Castle Rock Lane in Mustang or call 405-589-8186 today. Tired of getting gouged by overpriced department or public laundry facilities? Us too. That's why we stop by Essential Laundry Express in OKC, 7936 North MacArthur Boulevard. Open daily from 8 to 8, Essential Laundry offers pickup, delivery, self-serve services, alongside washing, drying, and folding services to boot. Locally owned and operated, Essential Laundry takes exceptional care of your clothes and even offers added perks like a kids' corner and value-add centers that make it the Essential Laundry Center for Express services. Essential Laundry Express, 405-449-3610. This is Blake Nightingale State Farm, your local insurance agent over at 7304 Northwest Expressway. Here to tell you more about the business is Blake himself.
Hi, my name is Blake Nightingale, State Farm insurance agent, located at 7304 Northwest Expressway here in Oklahoma City. I've been a State Farm agent since 2018. We've got 5 licensed staff members here, and we do everything from auto, home, life insurance, and health insurance. And we're real passionate about helping people. And we love youth sports, and we sponsor a lot of local teams here. And so, like I always tell people, like a good neighbor, we're here to help you.
Just like you heard from Blake, Blake Nightingale State Farm is here to help you protect what's important to you, because your car and home aren't just things. They're where you make your memories. Visit Blake and his friendly staff at 7304 Northwest Expressway and call them at 405-728-1313. Like a good neighbor, Blake Nightingale is there. Well, ladies and gentlemen, spring is here. And when you need help with all your tools, lawnmowers, and more, Evans Hardware out here in Midwest City is the place to be. 1021 South Douglas Boulevard. In the springtime, lawnmower maintenance is more important than ever. In Evans Hardware, it's the place to go for all your lawnmower maintenance tools. They've got seat repair, they've got brand new handles, blade sharpeners, and cleaners, and of course, new belts line the walls as well. Remember, when you need lawnmower maintenance, power tools, stuff for the garden, and everything in between, Evans Hardware in Midwest City, 1021 South Douglas Boulevard is the place to go. Do it best here at Evans Hardware.
And we're back for segment number 2 right here on the Game Plan on the Gospel Station Sports and Talk. Broadcast live on Facebook, YouTube, and Live 365. If you're watching this live or listening to it in the future, we want to thank you for tuning in. We're at Trinity Endurance out here in Yukon, 501 South Mustang, Suite F. Trinity Endurance is your locally owned, locally operated go-to one-stop shop for running, biking, and anything else outdoor. They've got a selection out here on the side of things like water bottles and cloths and carbs. I mean, the like medical stuff, which I don't know what that's called. Forgive me, but they do also now have in a selection of running shoes, which the last time we were out here, Brandon mentioned that those were on the way. There is a selection of them here now. So stop by 501 South Mustang and ask about them. 405-298-0172. That's the phone number to call. Again, they're on Facebook. They do have the website, Trinity Endure. That's ENDUR.com. Or you can email the same thing, trinityendure@gmail.com, to get in contact with the shop. Yeah, we're happy to be back out here in Yukon. It's a great place right next to All American Pizza, which shout out All American Pizza. We just got pizza from over there for lunch. I mean, that's awesome. I didn't know I was going to eat lunch today. I'll be completely honest with you. I thought I was going to skip. But we got pizza from All American. We're having a great time here at Trinity Endurance. And obviously, you've noticed by now I'm wearing the Red Sox gear. Boston just got done with the sweep against LA. Let's talk some MLB. The trade deadline is tonight. But I bring this up because, well, if you don't know by now, you've been living under a rock. Boston swept the Dodgers, and the Dodgers went out and bought Tarek Skubal in return, who is the best pitcher in all of Major League. The Dodgers now have over $1 billion set aside in deferred money that they're paying to their superstars. And people, well, let's just say people aren't happy about it. I saw the deal earlier. I took a screenshot of it. The Dodgers gave up outfield Zahir Hope, right-handed pitcher River Ryan, and right-handed pitcher Brady Smith, all top-ranked prospects to give back to Detroit in this trade. And some people think that's not enough. Some people think that was secretly the correct move because of how good these prospects are going to be. Me personally, I am kind of surprised that Detroit didn't ask for a little bit more from the Dodgers, but those prospects are going to be really good, so I understand why this deal went the way it did. Skubal should be getting his start today. I believe the Dodgers are up in Cleveland or something, so we should see him throw in Dodger blue for very quickly. Now, the question is, no matter how this year goes, most likely we're going to have a lockout next year, and that's the big topic of discussion, salary cap versus salary floor. I always side with the players. I'll just be straight up with you. I don't like the idea of a salary cap. I think the Dodgers are able to do, well, actually, I know the Dodgers are able to do what they're doing because they have a deal outside of baseball that allows them more free money. It's a deal that no one else in the Major League has with their local media out there in Los Angeles. So the problem there isn't just that the Dodgers are spending, it's that they inherently have more to spend in a different way than all the rest of the teams do. And that's not the team's fault that they got a good deal. That's not the league's fault that they got a good deal. But everybody's kind of approaching it as if it is. So if there's going to be any kind of fix to this problem, I don't think it is straight up a salary cap. I think you've got to probably most likely limit deferred money. You've got to change the rules there. Maybe set a cap on how much you can defer, something along that lines. But a hard salary cap is not what I think is going to fix the majors. I think a salary floor is more important for the league to institute, but you're never going to get one without the other. The owners are far too stubborn to take a floor without putting in a cap, and the players are far too stubborn to take a cap without putting in a floor. So it's either nothing happens and we just limit, free agency, deferred money, that kind of thing. Maybe the Dodgers are forced to rework a deal in an extreme case with that media group, which I'd have to look that up again to tell you the exact name of it. I don't have it off the top of my head, or you get a salary cap and a salary floor instituted, and where does the game go from there? Like what incentive, therefore, is there for the players to try and earn more money in free agency, I guess is what I'm saying, because you come up on the same way, the NFL is, or the NBA is, where so much money will go to a superstar, and that leaves nothing for the rest of the team because you're capped, because you can't go above it. And that forces teams to constantly rotate and shift. And baseball is inherently different from that than what the NBA has right now with the second apron. Baseball is inherently different. In baseball, you want your players to stick around for 10 years. You want them to be around that long. In NBA, you don't really get that anymore. You'll have your franchise players that are sure, but then the rest of the guys are out after, like 8 years, 7 years max. So I don't necessarily like the idea of a cap being instituted. I've said that before, but I usually err on the side of the players, just by nature, how I see the game. But the Dodgers, what they're doing is a problem. Like, there is no debating that, but it's a problem for reasons that I think people are kind of missing out on. It's not a problem that they're doing it, it's a problem of how they get to do it. Because frankly, every team in the league could spend money. And the problem is not the teams that are spending money, it's the teams that aren't. And while I'm thinking about it, by the way, let's make it clear, spending money doesn't win you baseball games. I introed this segment telling you that the Dodgers just got swept by the Red Sox, who were one of the worst teams in the league in the first half, but has since gone on a ridiculous heater. Spending money doesn't outright win you games. The Mets spent money, and Juan Soto is the only person on that team that is worth anything. They've been sellers at the deadlines. They spent way too much money. They had like a top 3 in the league payroll, and they didn't win anything. Spending money don't win you games. And on the flip side, not spending money can win you games, because Milwaukee and Tampa Bay consistently have one of the smallest payrolls in the league, and they're both top of the league right now. Milwaukee has the best record in the majors. So, but they've managed it well. They have good players that they did give money, and then they have prospects that have come up to kind of bolster that. So the problem therein doesn't lie with any of them. It's the teams like the A's. It's the team like my Red Sox that is a big market team but doesn't spend like it. It's teams that, like, let's just call it how I see it, Cincinnati, that doesn't spend a lot. I'm going off the top of my head here, but I don't think Miami has a very big payroll. I don't think Cleveland has a very big payroll. And Cleveland was supposed to be good. They have one of the best players in the league up there. The Guardians do. They're supposed to be good, and they still won't spend. It's the owners that are cheap, in my opinion. It's the owners that don't spend that are far worse for the game than the owners that do. And I think that's finally come to a head, but again, for the wrong reasons in this Detroit to LA trade with Tarek Skubal going out there. My last question before we go to break is I do wonder if they're going to force Detroit to split this up, to break this out, to make players go somewhere else. That would be unprecedented, but honestly, I could see a future where that happens. It'd be crazy. A lot would need to happen between now and then for that to be the case, and it would most likely last in a very extended lockout. So, will we have baseball next season? Will we not have baseball next season? Remains to be seen. For now, though, Tarek Skubal is a Dodger, and when we come back on segment number 3, we're going to cover some other moves in the majors, some big names being moved around, infielders, pitchers, outfielders, all of them. I've got a big list on my phone, so we're going to cover those. We're at Trinity Endurance, though, in the meantime, 501 South Mustang Road in Suite F. Trinity Endurance is our second time out here. You'll see their commercial play on our live streams. We'd love to come by here, and I got to say, it's very, very interesting. So we mentioned on segment 1 that they now sell the Strider bikes, and there's actually one out here in the front of the store up on display by the window. So you can come by here and look at those yourself and find out more about these products that they do sell. Some other highlights, obviously full-service bike shop. That's repair, that's tune-ups, maintenance, even upgrades. They do flat tire repairs, brake and shifting adjustments, drivetrain, suspension, and complete overhauls if you need something a little bit extra. Service is available for almost every make and model. You can get your old bike back on the road or upgrade your current ride. Doesn't matter. Trinity Endurance is here to help. And when I shot that commercial, I realized it'd been a long time since I rode a bike. And some of those bikes that we have back home could use a tune-up. If I could get those up here, I'd be stopping by Trinity Endurance. 405-298-0172. Call that number today. Let's go back to break. We got segment 3 in the second half of our show after this.
Take your training to the next level at Trinity Endurance, a brand new locally owned bike and outdoor shop in Yukon. Sitting at 501 South Mustang Road, Suite F, Trinity Endurance is more than a place to buy equipment or get a repair. The mission of Trinity Endurance is to be a place to chase goals, grow as a person, build relationships, and prepare for your next challenge, all backed by strong faith in the Lord. Call 405-345-1843 or stop by 501 South Mustang Road, Suite F to get started at Trinity Endurance.
C&J Sporting Goods at 6604 Northwest 38th Street has been serving Bethany and the Metro for over 30 years, with 3 generations ready to serve you with the best shopping experience of product knowledge and customer service anywhere, with a wide selection of guns, ammo, ear and eye protection, law enforcement equipment, hunting, camping, and survival gear. If they don't have it, they will order it for you. Veteran owned and family operated. Call 405-789-8102. C&J Sporting Goods. At the home of the Gotta Have It, you'll find Apple Tree Antique Gallery, located in the heart of downtown Bethany at 6740 Northwest 39th Expressway. Enjoy spacious shopping with up to 77 unique vendors across more than 10,000 square feet, offering everything from jewelry and clothing to one-of-a-kind treasures and so much more. Don't miss our third Friday weekend specials every month, and yes, we're open Sundays. Call us at 495-0602. Apple Tree Antique Gallery in Bethany, home of the Gotta Have It.
Eris Lunara Med Spa and Aesthetics at 800 South Garth Brooks Boulevard, Suite 100 utilizes cutting-edge technology and personalized treatment plans centered around your goals, your comfort, and your natural beauty. Experience a range of services from IV therapy, Sculptra, acne treatments, and much more. With state-of-the-art machines like the T-Shape 2, Eris Lunara offers non-invasive, proven, and natural solutions for healthier skin that will have you feeling exquisite and rejuvenated. Other services like platelet-rich plasma therapy and peptide therapy not only enhance your natural features, but promote recovery and health at all levels. Call 405-563-1255 or stop by 800 South Garth Brooks Boulevard, Suite 100 to find out about what Eris Lunara Med Spa and Aesthetics can do for you. Remember, call 405-563-1255 today.
Deliciousness in every bite. Blessed Cookies and Desserts at 4401 North MacArthur Boulevard, Suite C in Bethany and War Acres' favorite locally owned dessert store. With tasty treats like cheesecakes, cookies, and Tres Leches cakes. Blessed Cookies makes great gifts for both friends and family, or sweet treats for yourself. Blessed Cookies and Desserts, 4401 North MacArthur Boulevard, Suite C. Oklahoma City loves Blessed Cookies and Desserts. 405-503-3223. Blessed Cookies and Desserts.
You don't have to look very far to find a dependable roofing contractor, because Myers Roofing is committed to quality roofing systems, excellent customer service, and is all local right here in Bethany. Myers Roofing is licensed, insured, and all work is guaranteed. You can rely on Myers Roofing to take care of your next roofing project, and once you do, you'll understand why our customers keep coming back. Residential roofing, commercial roofing, specialty, tile, maintenance, and repair. Myers Roofing does it all. Call 405-787-7433. That's 405-787-7433.
It's time for a
Pete Stop.
full service auto repair at 6505 Northwest 36th Street is ready for your visit. Come see the professionals at Full Service and ask about their many services like AC repair, brakes, oil changes, engine repair, seals and gaskets, and much, much more. English or Spanish, this locally owned auto shop provides honest work that removes the headache from auto repair. Call 405-596-9724 and trust Full Service Auto Repair to get you back in the race.
And that brings us back for segment number 3 right here on the Game Plan on the Gospel Station Sports and Talk. Hanging out at Trinity Endurance out here in Yukon, of course, 501 South Mustang Road, Suite F. To contact Trinity Endurance, you got to call 405-298-0172. And get this, on their Facebook, they've been posting a lot about the different community events and cycling events they have. One recently that they actually were in with the ORTV, which I think it's Oklahoma, I don't know actually the full name. I should have looked that up in break. But they do a lot of biking events is what I'm getting at, and I'm going to go and try and find one really quickly for you here. Their last biking event, here you go. ORTB, Oklahoma Recumbent Trikes and Bikes. They've been in with that, helping to grow the biking community that way. That's kind of out here in between Yukon and Mustang areas. It's a great place. They also do the Outlast training runs. On Saturdays, they have a big community run that they do, and I've got some information on that here. Saturday night, they do the trail run every Saturday at 8 p.m. You got to check Facebook for updates on that. They meet at Stinchcomb Wildlife Refuge over on River Road. It's about a 5K out and back with an optional second lap afterwards. It's designed to introduce more people to trail running and a night trail run in a fun, welcoming environment. All experience levels are welcome. And next month, I'm told that they're launching a Saturday morning coffee ride. That's a community road ride at a local coffee shop. Easy, no drop pace. You'll go about 12 to 15 miles an hour. You ride together, you return together, and you get coffee afterwards. It's great for beginners as well, or anyone looking to meet other cyclists and expand their circle. That's what Trinity Endurance is all about right here in Yukon, is growing the biking scene, getting involved with other people interested in that, and finding you a home to enjoy biking and running. And we love stopping by Trinity Endurance. People here are great, and I look forward for the rest of the show. But as we come back here, we're talking more trade deadline stuff, more MLB. Talking with Trey, Sports Pod, and my buddy Trey Allison has put out his thoughts on it. We're going to get to those here in a second. And then we're going to go over the list of names that have been moved. So let's go ahead and start with Trey and hear his thoughts on the Tarek Skubal situation.
This is Talking Trey Sports here for the SA Sports. The trade has happened. Tarek Skubal has gone to the Los Angeles Dodgers, something that we didn't want to have it, and I expect a lot of heat to come from MLB fans. Me, myself, I do not like this at all. The Dodgers are overpowered. I mean, they have one of the most loaded rosters in the MLB. I expect there to be a lot of salary talks, maybe even a lockout next year. This is going to get some, very heated debates. Honestly, me, myself, as a fan, I do not like this trade. I do not like the Dodgers getting Tarek Skubal and adding another weapon. It just pretty much this makes them an all-star team at this point. And there's nothing you can do except just play baseball and beat them, or, the league can add a salary cap. So I don't know what's going to happen. A lot of things are going to change after this. A lot of heat's going to happen now that the Dodgers have gotten Tarek Skubal. And this is going to change a lot of things. I mean, a lot of things. Baseball is one of the most highest paid sports, and it's going to change. So, my thoughts on this trade: if you're a Dodgers fan, this is an A+. This is what you want. But if you're another fan, just a MLB fan of another team, you don't like this trade. You hate it. And all we can do is suit up and beat the Dodgers. The Dodgers just won back-to-back World Series, and now they may be looking at triple World Series, having a three-peat. And there's nothing I can say, but I'm just it's happened. So I'm honestly very unhappy with this trade. I'm very upset as a Rangers fan. If you're a Dodgers fan, you got to be one of the happiest fans on earth right now. You just got an all-star pitcher and a dominant arm on the mound. So, yeah. But let me know what you think in the comment section below about the Tarek Skubal trade. Trade deadline, I expect more trades to happen today, which is Sunday. My dad's birthday. Happy birthday to my dad. I expect more trades to happen today. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. Y'all have a great day. Remember, Jesus Christ loves our bro, and peace.
Happy birthday, Trey's dad. I didn't know his birthday was yesterday. Shout out Trey's dad, Mr. Allison. But yeah, okay, you want my thoughts, what he said. If you're a Dodgers fan, you're happy. If you're anybody else, you're not. And you know why Dodgers fans are happy? Because their owners pay. You know why Detroit let Skubal go? Because they didn't want to pay him the money he was owed. They didn't think they could keep him in free agency, which is otherwise saying, we're cheap, we're not going to pay you what you owed. That is far worse for the MLB than the team who is willing to pay. So I don't think there should be a salary cap. I think there should be a salary floor, but you're not going to get one without the others, and I can at least, recognize that. So you might have to take the good with the bad on that one, and we'll just deal with it. But hopefully we come away with something. We could use more bats. We could use more arms. Boston is on one of the most ridiculous hot streaks, but I don't know how long it's sustainable. We'll see. So I do think we could get some upgrades, but we haven't heard anything yet. All right, let's talk about some other moves. The White Sox, half an hour ago, got Brenton Doyle from the Rockies. He's a center fielder. The Mariners got outfielder Taylor Ward from the O's, and that's a pretty big one there. The Guardians got slugger Joe Adell from the Angels. And let's see, here's one of the big ones. Blue Jays acquire Jose Soriano from the Angels for 3 prospects. The Blue Jays had a decent start to the year, then fell off a cliff. They're now in 4th in the AL East, I believe they are. So that's trying to really catapult that team back into contention. And then Luis Arias in a 4-player trade with the Giants. All right, let's get into this one. The Phillies get Luis Arias, and the Giants, I think the Phillies get both Arias and Brooks Raley from the Mets. So the Phillies got a star second baseman and a left-handed pitcher to boot. And I know on that they're expecting to move Bryce Harper back out to right field. The report is Harper goes out to right. Bohm gets moved to first, and Bryson Stott to third base. There's your movement for the Phillies. But, yeah, that team also has kind of been middling at best. They needed some extra help, some extra firepower, and Luis Arias is absolutely that. So they got a star, and they didn't wait and sit on their butts to see if he fell to them. They went out and got him. And the Phillies right now are number 2 in the NL East. They're 8 games behind the Braves at 59 and 53. That's definitely better than average. Actually, I think I downplayed them a little bit. Got to apologize there. They do have the last wild card spot. So there you go. So they're looking to remain in contention, find their way into the playoffs, and Luis Arias definitely helps you with that. So good on the Phillies. But yeah, let's look at let's look at the AL. Oh, Boston has the second wild card and Cleveland has the last one. 2 teams that you would expect to be making big moves that haven't made big moves. The Guardians, obviously, though, getting Joe Adell from the Angels is very big for them. They gave up a catching prospect. I'm going to just read straight from the article right here on this one. A longtime top prospect after being a first-round pick in 17, Adell finally had his breakout season in 25, where he hit 37 homers and had almost 100 RBIs in 152 games. Although his power numbers have dropped, he still exhibits elite bat speed while maintaining a similar batting average and on-base percentage as last year. He's a pretty solid defender, but they expect they can get that back on pace for the power that we know he has. And especially right now as the Guardians get a series against the Mets, which the Mets are a punching bag for anybody that plays them. They start that series tomorrow before going and playing Chicago. So you got 3 games to kind of get him situated and comfortable in the Guardians, lineup. As they're 57 and 56, only a game above 500, but in possession of the last wild card spot in the AL currently. Yeah, you want him to get acclimated pretty fast and start putting up some pretty notable power numbers. Before we go to break, let me see if there's any I have missed. I haven't seen anything new, but I do know, let's see here. The White Sox got Luis Castillo in a trade with the Mariners. The Mariners got Sir Anthony Dominguez, Nolan Jones, and Boston Smith in return. It is the 10-year anniversary on Saturday of Yordan Alvarez being traded to the Astros, and we know how well that has gone for the Astros. But outside of that, I don't think there's many more trades. This will be the last thing. The Brewers traded for Bo Naylor and Cody Heuer from the Guardians. Cleveland got Blake Perkins and Craig Yoho, and I don't know much about those 2 players. I will be completely honest with you. But I do know a little bit about Bo Naylor and Cody Heuer, and again, with Milwaukee being as good as they are this year, it makes sense that they would want another good catcher to kind of man the backstop, especially after Mizorowski gets done with his starts, to kind of give someone that's elite back there for all the different pitchers they have. Because I don't think Milwaukee has really struggled with it this year, but you want to be a team that wins more often than just when Mizorowski is on the mound. And I think they've been doing pretty good at that. Obviously, Mizorowski is pretty nice to have, but I don't expect Milwaukee to go anywhere as a 69-42 team on top of the NL Central. I don't expect them to go anywhere. But we are going to go to break, and then we'll figure out what we're talking about on our next segment. I do have some more random headlines, or we can find something else to watch because there are a few things. But stick with us for the final 15. We're at Trinity Endurance out here in Yukon, 501 South Mustang Road in Suite F. We enjoy coming by here, and I've got some more information for you. They are doing a bike donation program. So if you do have an old bike sitting in your garage like we do back home, donate it to Trinity Endurance. They can inspect it, tune it up, and place it with someone in the community who needs a new bike. This helps kids, helps high schoolers, families, and anyone needing reliable transportation or simply a way to become more active. Community members in need of a bicycle are encouraged to reach out to Trinity Endurance and let them know. And if you are, you should. Trinity Endurance not only is doing the donation program, but they have a bunch of new bikes here in the shop on display that you can ask about. They also have the consignment program, which you should ask about as well. 405-298-0172. Call that number for Trinity Endurance. That's 405-298-0172. We're back after this.
Take your training to the next level at Trinity Endurance, a brand new locally owned bike and outdoor shop in Yukon. Sitting at 501 South Mustang Road, Suite F, Trinity Endurance is more than a place to buy equipment or get a repair. The mission of Trinity Endurance is to be a place to chase goals, grow as a person, build relationships, and prepare for your next challenge, all backed by strong faith in the Lord. Call 405.
Benefits a post office box does not offer: faxing, printing, copies, notary service, and passport photos. Ship It Sooner is locally owned and operated. Call 405-256-6264 or go to shipitsooner.com.
Need more money? Then save more money at Nimini Auto Group, 5951 Northwest 39th Expressway in Bethany. Nimini Auto Group is where your budget meets the open road with high-quality used vehicles at prices that won't break the bank. Step into a world of automotive wonder with many different makes and models, as well as flexible financing options, all supported by our friendly and helpful staff. Got a trade-in you want valued or looking to browse the lot yourself? Call 405-470-0141. Let's find your next ride at Nimini Auto today. Stop by 5951 Northwest 39th Expressway, 405-470-0141.
Hi, I'm Trinity. I'm with Red River Credit Corporation. I've been with the loan service for about 2 years. We'd love to help you with your auto or signature loans. We are located at 1081 South Cornwall Drive in Suite 401, Yukon, Oklahoma. Our phone number is 405-354-1930. We offer no credit checks on our clear and free title. Our title loans are a quick service, no credit check needed. Just come in with your vehicle and your title and we get you taken care of. We offer electronic closing. If you're a former borrower or an established loan here, we can help you from the comfort of your house. We're a quick and friendly service and we'd love to meet you for the first time. Stop by and see us today.
When technology has you screaming at the office, call Simplify Tech Solutions at 405-981-1011. Located at 4221 North MacArthur Boulevard, Simplify Tech Solutions features IT management, business phone systems, manages Wi-Fi, and offers repair and support. Simplify your Wi-Fi before the emotional breakdown by calling Simplify Tech Solutions. Locally owned and operated at 405-981-1011. 405-981-1011. Simplify Tech Solutions.
Name brands and more for less at Victory Mattress Outlet. Welcome to Victory Mattress Outlet, 7101 Northwest Expressway in Oklahoma City. Family-owned and operated Victory Mattress Outlet has options for every budget, like quality 10-inch beds to high-end luxury mattresses fit for a king. You're the winner here. Shop pillows, protectors, bedroom sets, and more. And remember, the friendly people at Victory Mattress Outlet can help deliver, assemble, and set up your mattresses and furniture. Call 405-510-6988 and never pay retail price for top brands again. Victory Mattress Outlet, 7101 Northwest Expressway, 405-510-6988. That's 405-510-6988. Victory Mattress Outlet, where your best night's sleep costs less.
Stephanie's Vintique and the Plaster Paint Company is all Oklahoma made at 3821 Asbury in Bethany, featuring vintage, chalk paint, antiques, clothing, vegan soaps and lotion, homemade cards, decor, and furniture. And space is available for rent to start your own business at Stephanie's Vintique and Plaster Paint Company. Call 405-249-3604 and see why people are coming from all over the metro for this paint and decor. Or you can visit us at theplasterpaintcompany.com and also see us on Facebook. Stephanie's Vintique and Plaster Paint Company in Bethany. Start your Vintique experience.
It's Girls' Day every day at Retro Rebel Boutique in Yukon, 1010 Garth Brooks Boulevard, Suite 110. If you are looking for style and fashion for women and children at an affordable price, shop at Retro Rebel and see the amazing selection of clothing and jewelry we have to offer. Tops, bottoms, hats, footwear, we've got it all at Retro Rebel Boutique. We sell beautiful jewelry like our diamond earrings and pearl necklaces, and with our one-of-a-kind jewelry creation service, you get to choose your bling. New arrivals come in constantly, and Oliver & Co. fragrances paired with gift cards make perfect gifts for those close to you. Call 405-868-7719 or stop by 1010 Garth Brooks Boulevard, Suite 110 in Yukon.
All right, we're back. Final segment. Our last roughly 10 minutes here. We're at Trinity Endurance out here in Yukon. Some other things I want to tell you about Trinity before we go, that they do coaching and training. Obviously, they do the runs on Saturdays. You can do that with a group and get training there. But they also have partnered with certified local endurance coaches. They have coaching available for running, cycling, triathlon, endurance events. They can help beginners get experience through athletes with training plans and accountability to help people reach their goals. They're building an endurance community in Yukon, Mustang, and West OKC. If you're out here, if you're near to out here, come by Trinity Endurance, 501 South Mustang, Suite F. Walk in here to the store. It's a great place. They don't have the big sign up top, so you got to look for it on the door, but once you see it, you'll see it. Trinity Endurance believes everyone is built for more. That's their slogan. They encourage people to become the healthiest, strongest version of themselves physically, mentally, and spiritually. This helps people discover what's possible through consistency, community, and purpose. They also do the Together We Church, which is invite listeners looking for a church home to visit Together We Church in Yukon, a welcoming community focused on faith, family, and serving others. So they really are involved with the community. If you're high school, if you're a family, you got a high schooler at Yukon, Mustang, stop by Trinity Endurance. If you're back towards the Bethany, War Acres area, you can stop by Trinity. If you're even as far out as Midwest City and Edmond and more, you can stop by Trinity Endurance. Nothing stopping you but you. This is a great place. 501 South Mustang. Call 405-298-0172 or email trinityendure@gmail.com. That's trinityendure@gmail.com. All right, we're on our final segment. So let me go through a couple more headlines I've seen. Sticking with baseball for a second, we've got player awards for the month. For July, the AL Player of the Month is Yordan Alvarez. No surprise there. The NL Player of the Month is C.J. Abrams. He had a month batting .348 with a 1.15 OPS, which is ridiculous. He hit 10 home runs and 23 RBIs with 6 steals. It's Abrams' first Player of the Month. Dylan Cease was AL Pitcher of the Month for the Blue Jays. Again, no surprise there. The NL Pitcher of the Month was Chris Sale for the Braves. No surprise there. Those are both All-Stars. The AL Rookie of the Month was Chase DeLauder up with the Guardians. He hit .298, .368, .489. That was his slash line. 6 doubles, 4 homers, 14 RBIs, and 4 stolen bags. The NL Rookie of the Month was Esmerlin Valdez. The Pirates player, the 22-year-old who slashed .250, .355, and .587. The AL reliever of the month was Aroldis Chapman. No surprise there. Boston was on a 15-game winning streak, and they're like 28-4 through the month. They're like 26-4 or something crazy. And the NL reliever of the month was Mason Miller for the Padres. Sound like a broken record, but no surprise there. Okay. Let's look up some other names that might be moved. Players you can expect to hear a little bit about. Jacob deGrom, Corey Seager, Nathan Eovaldi, Mackenzie Gore, and Jacob Latz. Those are a bunch of names for the Rangers who you could hear in the headlines. The Rangers play in a division that hasn't been great, but Houston is putting some real pressure on them. The Astros have come out of nowhere, gotten on a hot streak of their own, and they're putting real pressure on division lead. Texas has to do something. They have to make a move. Corey Seager hasn't done great this year, but he's rehabbing. He should be back soon. Jacob deGrom, I'm not sure how much trade value he has left. I think they like Nathan Eovaldi too much to let go. But Gore and Latz could legitimately be a few players that get shipped off somewhere else. Legitimately, they could. The Mariners have a few more people they might trade. Emerson Hancock, George Kirby, Randy Arozarena, all names well known around the league. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if any of these guys are shipped out. The Mariners are kind of in almost a rebuild, almost. I don't know too much on what they think they can do for the rest of the season, but it seems to me like they're kind of tapping out of it. The Orioles could trade Adley Rutschman and Trevor Rogers. Let's see. The Mets could still trade Clay Holmes and Luke Weaver. The Blue Jays have a bunch of names, including Dalton Varsho, George Springer, Shane Bieber, and Jeff Hoffman, which I told you about the Blue Jays earlier. Robbie Ray could be traded from the Giants. C.J. Abrams has been in trade rumors. I do wonder if the Nationals will let him go. Some teams do need a shortstop, like the Yankees, Red Sox, and Rays in the AL East. So, and again, he was just Player of the Month or something. So, he's got some trade value. Mason Miller for the Padres if they want to make a big splash. Hunter Green for the Reds. A bunch of names that could still go somewhere. So, it's going to be a very, very interesting trade deadline tonight. I'll be keeping my eyes on it. You should keep your eyes on it too. And we'll recap everything that happened before the deadline on tomorrow's show up at Nimini Auto Group in Bethany. We hope to see you there 5 p.m. For us, though, here at Trinity Endurance, I think we've come up on the end of this show. It was a fun one. We had a lot of great talk about baseball and biking, and this will again replay live on Live 365 at 4 p.m., so we invite you to tune in there. But until then, I think we got to go. So one more time from Trinity Endurance at 501 South Mustang Road in Suite F. Thank you so much for tuning in. Call 405-298-0172. Their website and their Facebook page are tagged on our Facebook Live video, so you can find it that way as well. And again, if you're just looking for a local community full of excellent people, friendly people, biking, running, and a way to stay fit, we all need to stay healthy, Trinity Endurance is where you should go. Follow and connect with them. On Facebook, they'll give you store updates. They'll give you ride and run schedules and a bunch of other stuff like that. And I need a drink. My voice is running on empty here, so we're going to let you go. Thanks to Trinity Endurance one more time, and we'll see you next time on the Gospel